Appendage is a film we got a chance to see at South by Southwest, and this is definitely one of the ones that we were kind of excited to see, especially coming off of the short film Appendage that actually starred Rachel Sennett. We now have a feature-length film, and I was kind of curious going into this to see what exactly they would do with a feature length of this short, and did I enjoy it, did I not? Well, let's get into it, but before we do, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We're on the road to 30,000 subscribers, less than 3,000 to go, and we have a giveaway as well. We are doing more of that at the end, but let's get into Appendage, which is directed by the same director, of course, who did the short, Anna Slakovic. And you have a movie that deals with this one woman who is sort of stressed out at work. There's a lot going on in their life, and then out of nowhere they grow this appendage, and this appendage starts to very much so become kind of ruthless, kind of mean, and at the same time sort of trying to take over their life. Now, we won't get into much spoilers of what happens next, so let's get right into our thoughts and opinions of the movie. I think that there is a lot to like in this movie as well, but at the same time I feel like there was a lot of moments here that felt a little off, but overall I think that the acting was okay. I really did enjoy the body horror aspect of this movie. There was a lot of the effects here that were very well done, and I was very pleasantly surprised as well that there was this very creepiness to a lot of it as well. The appendage itself was very creepy to see. In the short, it was almost like a sort of Goosebumps type feel to the character itself. Here, there is still that, but it does feel like they really went back and said, let's make this thing a lot scarier, which they did, and I was surprised by that as well. I did enjoy also the world building around the appendage and what it meant and what exactly it wanted. It gave me a lot of vibes of like earlier 90s horrors and things like that, and I don't want to really give too much about that because I feel like I would spoil things from this movie if you're going to watch it, but there was certainly some aspects of this story surrounding the appendage that I enjoyed, this sort of lore to it as well, which I did not think was going to happen here. I thought that the scares were good. They were definitely more subtle than anything. It wasn't anything too scary or too much pop-ups going on, which is something I always do like when horror movies do, is they don't really rely on those pop-ups to sort of give you that cheap scare. There's a lot of comedy here, there's a lot of dark humor, and I do think that there is a lot of emotional things this story does touch upon, which I found quite surprising to find in this movie because I thought we were just getting like a comedy body horror of sorts, but I didn't think we were going to get this sort of emotional movie at the same time, which is great that when a movie is able to do that and sort of surprise you with things. Like I said, there is so much being done here, but at the end of the day, some of the things aren't executed as well as I would have loved them to be. But I feel like where this movie started off pretty strong and the second act as well was interesting to see, the third act is something that I felt dragged on a bit, and that's when all of these things that the movie was tackling very well up until then I felt a little tedious and almost not as executed right as they were in the first two acts. But overall, I enjoyed the film. I think it's definitely worth a visit if you enjoyed, especially the short. You can go check it out on YouTube, the short right now with Rachel Sennett. I think this one's definitely going to be one you like. If you like body horror, Cronenberg, things like that, it is definitely up that alley. And just something that is just so like outrageous and so like shocking, it's funny. This is definitely that film. Overall, we did enjoy Appendage, and we definitely would recommend if you're looking for something kind of humorous, kind of dark, a little emotional here and there, and just something weird. This is that film. Check out the short before you do, though, however, to see if you're gonna be into that before you go watch the full movie. But we do give it a 3.7 out of 5, and yeah, that's our thoughts and opinions on Appendage. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more reviews, thoughts, and opinions on all the things you love. We have a ton of reviews coming out today due to us just trying to catch up before April and just starting off fresh. And like I said, we do have a giveaway right now going on. Once we reach 27,500 subscribers, we will do a giveaway, then another at 28,000, and then our last one for now at 30,000. So stay tuned for all of those by hitting that notification bell and hitting that subscribe button. As always, less than 3,000 go for 30,000. So let's get to it. I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.